Welcome to NEPA SportzXtra. I am Dave Rosengrant, and this is the state championship episode of NEPA SportzXtra. We will chat with Wyoming Area state champion in wrestling Jaden Pepe, Delaware Valley wrestling state runner-up Zachary Jacaruso, and Hazleton Area state medalist Bryce Molinaro. We start with streaks are meant to be broken. In 2018, the Wyoming Valley Conference saw a 46-year streak of state medalists being snapped. It was a low point for the conference. 3 years later, another streak was snapped. This time, Jaden Pepe from Wyoming Area snapped a 14-year drought for the conference without a state champion. It was the first time since 2007 that the Wyoming Valley Conference had a state champion, and that was when Hazleton Area's Nate Eachus and Lake Lehman's Scott Davis both won gold. It's not that the WVC hasn't had a chance to get a state champion in the last 14 years. In fact, there have been 8 state finalists since 2007. And the majority of those finalists who took second place lost by just a couple points in the final. There have also been 25 semifinalists from the conference since 2007. And in 20 of the last 21 years, the conference has had a state semifinalist, which tallies up to 45 wrestlers who have got to the state semis since 2002. Pepe met Gavin Bradley from Athens, for the third straight week. He lost to Bradley in the regional final. He then defeated Bradley in the super regional final, and this past weekend in the state final by a score of 3-2 to become the first state champion in Wyoming Area history. The very first state qualifier for Wyoming Area was in 1979. So that's more than 40 years it took for the school to have a state champion. Pepe got a takedown in the first period to go 2-0. He then got an escape in the second period to take a 3-0 lead. He held on to become the state champion with a 3-2 victory. Here is Jaden Pepe from Wyoming Area talking to the media after his big win. I want to apologize for the audio on this. The echo inside the Giant Center was pretty loud, so it might be a little hard to hear. But once again, here's Jaden Pepe from Wyoming Area on his historic state championship win. Congratulations on winning the state title. What's that feeling like right now?
It feels great because I've been working so hard the past 2 years, like my whole life actually, not just the past 2 years. And, yeah.
You didn't show much excitement out there after winning. I was waiting to see you jump in your coach's arms or something.
My dad always preached that to me, to not show any emotions on the mat. So even though I'm tired, I might look like I try not to show it. So yeah, I just didn't want to show anything.
You split those matches and then you get them in the final. I mean, what was your mentality going into this match?
Just do the same thing I did last week. Just try to get to my takedowns, slow them down a little bit because his pace is outrageous, and just try to out-wrestle him. That's what I did.
Was this similar to last week's match in your eyes?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, because I won it. I did end up taking him down. But no, because last week it was a lot more constant, just keep trying to outmaneuver him. But this time it was just a lot more hand fighting, and just one takedown was the match.
Do you know when the last time was a wrestler from the Wyoming Valley Conference won a state title?
I don't know that.
2007.
Wow.
Were you even born back then?
Yeah.
Okay. How old were you?
Yeah, I was 3.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it was a long time.
So when you hear that, how does that make you feel that it's been so long?
It makes me feel like I made some history, and I'm the first champion in WA, so that's good.
Third place belt was won by Gary C.
What was the difference between last year and this year? Did the experience kind of help you out?
Well, yeah, I definitely got used to the format of it, although it completely went out the window this year with COVID. But I did get more used to being in the Giant Center and wrestling. I have wrestled in big areas my whole life, like when I was little, like the big tournaments were like Wildwood and Tulsa. So I have wrestled in big arenas and like under pressure, but it's not the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
How much?
No, go ahead. All right. In your semifinal match and your quarterfinal match, you came up big in the third period. They both let you up. I mean, what was the mentality, especially in that quarterfinal match when you pretty much dominated? What was your mentality going on there?
It was just keep wrestling and advance. That was the goal. And yeah, it was the first match was really stressful for me because I didn't really feel that good during the match. I stumbled around a little bit, but I just had to push through it, and then I won.
What was the biggest difference for you this year as opposed to last year? Like just everything, the atmosphere, the matches, just everything in general.
Everything was a lot more compact and hard on me. So the duels, every other day there was a meet, and there was 2 practices a day. I was going to club practice. It was just a lot of work, and along with lifting and running, I'd be running 4 to 6 to 9 even miles a day. So yeah. A lot of work.
How do you build on this now going forward? I mean, you're a sophomore state champ.
Try to win 3 more or 2 more.
Absolutely.
You feel like
that was last year, 3 more.
You feel like you set the bar high now, or how do you follow that through?
I just want to keep wrestling, go win everything I could. I want to go out. I want to win a Fargo. I want to go out. I just want to keep wrestling.
Who are some of your idols, so to speak, wrestling idols growing up?
Jeez, I really like Spencer Lee and Yanni. They're my 2 favorite. Zane, because he's from our area too. I like all of them.
Well, they have they kind of give you high expectations when you call guys like that.
Yeah, I want to try to outdo them, and that's going to be pretty hard.
All right.
I'm good.
All right, great. Congratulations, Jaden.
Thank you.
Congrats, Jaden.
That was Wyoming Area State Champion Jaden Pepe. I also want to thank Scranton Times-Tribune reporter Joe Bryce, who was in on a couple of these interviews that we have for you today. Delaware Valley's Zachary Jacaruso fell short of a state title, losing 3-1 to Jake Van D from Erie Cathedral Prep. Van D was awarded 2 points for takedown right at the horn to get the 3-1 victory. Having controversy in a state championship match is nothing new. Unfortunately, it happens a little too much. My opinion on this is that if you're going to make a call on a takedown at the horn, it has to be a clear decision. And what the officials did here, what the head official did here, was he went and he asked the other official for help. In my opinion, that means it is not a clear takedown. If you have to ask for help, it's not a clear takedown. So at that point, you have to let the kids decide it. And I think it should have gone into overtime to sudden victory and let the winner be decided there, that way. That is not to take anything away from the victory by Van D, but it's just something that I think, and I would think that a lot of coaches and athletes agree with me as well, is that you have to have a clear outcome to make a call. And that just didn't seem like it was a very clear outcome to be making that call. However, on the other hand, that outcome came after Jacaruso won his semifinal earlier on Saturday, and got criticized for backing up and not getting a stall call. Now, in that situation, again, every coach and athlete in any sport will tell you that whatever an official is giving you, you take advantage of it. Whether it's in baseball with an umpire strike zone, if it's in basketball with an official's foul call, what you take advantage of what they're going to give you. And that's what Jacaruso did in the semifinal. The official was giving him, he wasn't calling him for stalls, so you take advantage of it, and you use that to your advantage. Either way, Jacaruso ended up with just one loss this season, and it came in the state final. He's a sophomore. He didn't even get to the state tournament last year, and he was a few seconds away, possibly, from being crowned a state champion. So here he is, Delaware Valley's Zachary Jacaruso, state runner-up at 113 pounds in Class 3A.
Just start off, they had an incredible postseason run, 3 goals, and then getting the silver now. How's it feel to get to this point and have the season you've had?
Oh, it felt great. A total improvement from last year. Obviously, I took 5th in region last year. Now being a state runner-up, it feels amazing.
Absolutely. Tell me about that last match. You wrestled hard, but unfortunately you come out as a silver medalist. What did you think your performance in that match?
I thought my performance went very well. It's just that at the end, obviously, a call that didn't go my way. Controversial between the buzzer and not, but doesn't matter because I got 2 more years. I'm going to keep on working, and hopefully next year and then the year after that, try to get gold.
How does this whole season, including that championship final, kind of gear you up for the next 2 years? Like giving you some incentive, things like that, or like how does that prepare you for?
Yeah, it totally gives incentive because this season it was crazy. I only got 19 matches in, where last time I would have got over 40, close to 50 matches. So this season was obviously weird, but it shows that even because not everyone was able to work throughout the whole year because of COVID. So just working for the little bit that you could and still going this far definitely motivates me.
Absolutely. Talk about your semifinal match. You come up with a huge win over a former state champion. You get that takedown, and it was really the difference there. I mean, how'd you feel after winning a big match like that?
Oh, that one felt great. It was tiring. He was heavy-handed, pushed the pace, so he had my lungs burning, but that takedown was important. I saw the low single shot there, took it, worked to my advantage.
Obviously, I'm sure you know Jaden Pepe won state championship yesterday, the same weight you're at, 113. Mm-hmm. You have any background with him? Have you wrestled him at all, and even in elementary or anything? Or?
Me and Jaden wrestled throughout middle school, but I was always a lot smaller than him. But since he's such a great wrestler, my coach had me bump up 10 pounds to wrestle him. He beat me both times, but yeah, he's a great wrestler. Also wrestled him a few times at my club, Dark Knights in Stroudsburg.
Yeah. Would it be cool to get a shot at him now? Obviously it's not going to happen, but how cool would it be if you got a chance?
Oh, it would be a great shot. He's a great wrestler. I feel like it would be a very good match, and it would just better the both of us.
When it comes to the Lackawanna League, you guys had a great year. 6 medalists, which is the most ever, if you believe my records. But I mean, how's it feel to come out here with your Lackawanna League foes and sort of friends, and make a mark here at state?
Oh, it felt great because I think that this was, as you said, this was our best ever performance out in the postseason. So it showed that the Lackawanna League, they're getting better, we're working harder, and now we're getting, 6 state medalists?
6 state medalists.
6 state medalists, compared to where we only had maybe 1 or 2 in the past. So it feels great knowing that everyone in the Lackawanna League is getting better and pushing each other.
In normal seasons, this would be the end of this season, but it's not. You guys still have some team competitions coming up. So how does this kind of, get you guys ready for the team part that's coming up this week?
Oh, it's going to get us prepared good because like our teammates know, our season's not done yet. We still have to wrestle. We have to wrestle Abington on Wednesday just to even continue. So they've been pushing in the room along with me. Like, I've been in a separate room because of COVID and everything, but I know that my teammates have been working hard, so I can't wait to get it with them after this postseason and then move into the team postseason.
Good. Great. Congratulations.
Thanks so much, Zach.
No problem.
Appreciate it, man.
That was Delaware Valley State runner-up in wrestling, Zachary Jacaruso. Later in the day on Saturday, the second session at the Giant Center featured the heavier weights. One of those heavier weights was Bryce Molinaro from Hazleton Area. The 189-pounder finished 6th in the state. The junior was at the Giant Center for the second straight season, finishing with a medal this year, after falling short of a medal a year ago. Molinaro entered the Northeast Regional Tournament unbeaten this year, but at a tough weight he ran into some problems at regionals and super regionals, and even at the state tournament at a very tough weight bracket. In 2 state appearances, Molinaro has a combined 1-5 record, but he has that state medal to his name right now after this year, and he's looking forward to improving on that next year as a senior. He is also a baseball player for the Hazleton Area baseball team and has already committed to college to play baseball. Here is Bryce Molinaro from Hazleton Area.
Congratulations on the medal. This is your second time down here. You got the medal this year. What did you learn from last year to get that medal this year?
Just gotta work hard in the weight room, work hard on my technique. I did improve a little bit, but I'm not where I want to be, and I want to be on top of that podium next year.
You put on a little weight from last year. How much weight did you put on? It looks like you obviously you grew. But
yeah. I mean, the cutting process last year was difficult. I was like 182 last year. I cut to 60, but I think 89 is my spot, and I'm just gonna work hard all year in the weight room. My techniques can get better, and I'll be back here next year.
What did you learn this year that you'll take with you coming down here next year?
My coach and my teammates are practicing hard in the practice room, and I think I just need to train a little bit harder, and I'll be good. I'll be good for next year. I'll be ready to roll, and I'll be prepared.
And now you're getting ready for baseball season.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about how this prepares you for baseball season and what you're looking forward to.
Wrestling does a lot for baseball. It gets me stronger, gets my bat exit feel up, my reaction time, my throwing velocity, just my agility and my flexibility. I could go on forever and ever. This sport does a lot for baseball, and I'm very thankful for it.
Howard, I know you've committed somewhere for baseball as well.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Where's that?
St. John's. I was talking to them during quarantine. I visited the campus last year after a showcase I went to, and I just loved it. The coaching staff's great, the community's great, the team's great, and I just love everything about St. John's.
And now, what are your plans like between now and baseball season, or are you just going to head right into baseball season?
I start practice Monday, so I've been working baseball this week a little bit because it was nicer after practice. I go in my backyard, start throwing, head off the tee, getting right, get my arm right, and I'll be ready to rock and roll this week for baseball.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was Bryce Molinaro, Hazleton Area's first state medalist since Shane Noonan took 5th in 2019. Speaking of Hazleton Area wrestling medalists, prior to Shane Noonan in 2019, the last state medalist before him was Jimmy Hoffman, who was a 2-time state finalist and 2-time state runner-up. This weekend, Hoffman is participating in the NCAA tournament for Lehigh. Hoffman is the number 22 seed at 149 pounds, and he opens up against the 11 seed, Kanan Storr from Michigan. The number 1 seed in the bracket is Sammy Sasso from Ohio State. He was a great champion in the PIAA for many years. Hoffman would not see Sasso until the final, unless they met in the constellations, which who knows if that would happen. And the number 2 seed is Austin O'Connor from North Carolina. So good luck to Jimmy Hoffman this weekend as he tries to become an All-American. The PIAA Diving Championships were held this past weekend at Cumberland Valley High School. There were 4 medalists from District 2 in the tournament who medaled at the tournament. The highest finisher from District 2 was West Scranton's Victoria Watkins. She placed 5th in Class 3A. Also in Class 3A, on the boys' side, Abington Heights' James Reese placed 7th. In AA, Dallas's Mia Reinert took 6th for the girls, while Tuncanic's Nico LaChase placed 8th in Class AA for the boys. Coming up this weekend, art in state swimming is the PIAA Swimming Championships. In Class 2A, the girls and boys will go at it on Friday at Cumberland Valley High School, while in Class 3A, the girls and boys will go on Saturday. There are nearly 24 swimmers from District 2 who will be vying for state gold or state medals at the state championship this weekend at Cumberland Valley High School. It's also a little more special possibly for the Class 2A participants. That's because last year the 3A tournament got finished. However, the Class 2A tournament was about to get started and didn't finish because that's when pretty much everything in the entire world was put on pause due to a pandemic. So hopefully this year will go a lot smoother, and I'm sure the Class 2A swimmers are ready and excited to finally show their stuff after a year layoff and not participating last year. So good luck to all those swimmers from District 2 participating in the PIAA Swimming Championships this weekend. Go get some medals, boys and girls. Good luck. And to wrap up the show here, just want to give out a congratulations to the boys and girls basketball teams who won District 2 titles this past weekend at the Mohegan Sun Arena. On the girls' side, winners were Susquehanna in Class A, Holy Cross in AA, Riverside in AAA, Scranton Prep in 4A, Abington Heights Class 5A, Wilkes-Barre Area Class 6A. On the boys' side, champions were Old Forge in AA, Riverside in AAA, Scranton Prep in Quad A, Crestwood in 5A, and Scranton in Class 6A. All of those teams will be starting their run into the state tournament with games on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Good luck to all the basketball teams who are playing in the state tournament and who have won district championships. That'll do it for this week's episode. I am Dave Rosengrant saying find some extra time in your life for some sports in NEPA.